America, we are back, baby. Welcome to another episode of America Unfiltered. We got a great show for you guys. It's Epstein Day. I know. It's been a long time coming, but we are going to go through the Epstein files that have bbeen released in honor of that, or my Jeffrey Epstein quarter zip. Very excited to be a part of this movement. No. I'm excited that we're finally getting some documents. But the sad reality of it all is we are not getting real transparency. The likely scenario is that over the last few months, we have had these files scrubbed. We have had all the actual information that would lead to arrests, lead to any prosecutions. All that has most likely been destroyed. And that is something that hopefully there's a mistake made and we could find something. Hopefully they actually task the FBI, the DOJ, and the different agencies at the government's disposal to look into these documents. It's very clear that this person was engaged in sex trafficking. This is something we have all known. It's very clear that Jeffrey Epstein was working with some of the most powerful people in the world, not just America, not just the country, the entire world. It's very clear that Jeffrey Epstein was most likely working with intelligence. But from what I've seen in the files so far, we haven't gotten a crazy amount of information we haven't got enough information that if any of us were a lawyer in court, we couldn't prove it. We couldn't prove that he was working for this intelligence agency or that one. What we can speculate and what we can assume most likely is that he was working with the CIA and working with Mossad. It is very clear he has connections to Mossad through Ehud Barak, Ghislaine Maxwell, Robert Maxwell, etc. And then it's very clear from the Alex Acosta statement that he also has connections to United States intelligence, which would be the CIA. So Jeffrey Epstein is definitely one of the... what's even the word? Like, we don't know any of the information. He's one of the most secret people to exist. Like, nobody seems to know anything about Epstein. And when it comes time for anyone to talk, nobody's ever met him, apparently. And then the files come out and everybody's fucking name is in the files. But there's no smoking guns in it, which kind of is the downside to that. Like I said, most likely they have scrubbed these files over the last few months, and we are not going to get any of the real information. Or at least we're not getting any of it now. We have a little over 3 million files that have been released. There are about 6 million total that will be released. 6 million. But today what we're going to do is we're going to go through as many of the files as we can before I'm just completely out of it. And then we will do a part 2 on this tomorrow and hopefully get through the rest of them. I was looking on the government's website, where they actually released the files, because that's how I did it last time. And then midway through the video, I found out I could download them. So I downloaded them, made it way faster. And I was looking at the government's website. They removed the download function. Of course they did, because every day they're still redacting more of them. Just the other day, there was about 1,800 files with Trump's name in them. And then today, there's about like 1,300 files with Trump's name in them. They're deleting files in real time. They're also deleting files connected to Howard Lutnick, connected to Israeli figures. So it's very clear that the redactions have not stopped, that they are doing everything they can to mitigate the PR damage. And Donald Trump, let's talk really quick about some of the stuff that's in there about him. There's two parts of the files. There's the allegations that have been made. There's people who have given testimony, and not even like official under oath testimony, but they've sent a text, they've sent an email, they have said to somebody, maybe they were a witness, whatever, but they've said things about Donald Trump, they've said things about other high-ranking political figures. While some of it may be true, we don't know, and that's also one of the problems. There's a lot of things in there. Some are extremely crazy that I really don't think are true, and then some maybe. But there's like things in there that says like Trump was there as people got dismembered, and I doubt that's true. I don't think that's true, and I'm not even a Trump guy, but I don't see that as a reality. But then there are actual emails that are going in and out of Jeffrey Epstein's inbox, and that's the majority of the files, it seems. And those are, like I said, they're very interesting. A lot of crazy things in there. A lot of very interesting people. Like Elon Musk, let's talk about him for a second. He was one of the people who was talking about Epstein nonstop, especially after Trump buried the files. Like, we need transparency on it. I've never been to the island, blah, blah, blah. And the few things I noticed. One is that Elon wasn't on the island because Jeffrey Epstein was like, dude, this guy's fucking weird. Like, Jeffrey Epstein and Elon were emailing back and forth, and Epstein was the one like, no, I'm not going to allow Elon on the island. He's too weird, which is kind of funny. And then, second of all, Elon and Epstein did meet up. He got a tour of the SpaceX station from Elon himself. So, it's a little interesting that Elon was behind this big push in a lot of ways, but at the same time, Elon didn't disclose his own personal relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. Let's see. Howard Lutnick was another interesting one. I was talking about Lutnick pretty early. But Howard Lutnick was standing behind Donald Trump every single time Donald Trump buried the Epstein files or said they didn't exist or they were a hoax, or anytime you saw Donald Trump on TV talking about them after the first major fuck up with it, Howard Lutnick was standing right behind him. And Howard Lutnick is famous to have known to live next to Jeffrey Epstein, next door neighbors. He was also a big part of the World Trade Center pre 9/11 as well. He owned, or was the CEO of Cantor Fitzgerald, which was the company that mainly was attacked when the Twin Towers fell. But Howard Lutnick said he had not spoken to Jeffrey Epstein since about like 2005 or so. He said he went over to his place one time with his wife. He saw the massage room. He thought he got a really weird vibe from Epstein and decided to never go again. And now we're finding out that Howard Lutnick was still in contact with Epstein, emailing him like, hey, what if we got dinner this day? I'm on a boat with the family now. What if we all met up? And it's like, okay, what the fuck is actually going on here? Like, all these people are lying. And I speculated this. I talked about this a lot. I said most likely it was a lie. And what it does when these people lie and they like tell us half truth, like when Elon tells us a half truth, or when Howard Lutnick lies like that, what it does is it makes everything else they said about it, it makes it so we have to question that. And if we don't question it, we're just letting them get away with things, because it shows that they can't be held to their word, that they are not responsible enough to tell the full truth to the people, and that there is something to hide. And even the things that might be true, we're still going to speculate that they might be false now, and it only digs deeper graves for these people. And a lot of this is just restating the obvious. But it's very clear that there's a lot more people involved in the administration, in the government, throughout the entire world, and that Jeffrey Epstein was running a blackmail ring. That seems pretty clear from most of the emails we have seen. And another thing I've noticed, and this will be the last thing we really talk about before we actually get into the files, is that nobody is getting arrested. And like I said in the beginning, there's not really a lot of smoking guns, but there are a lot of people named. There are some faces that weren't fully redacted, not of victims, but of people who seem to be engaging with the underage girls on the island. And nothing has happened. I mean, I don't think anything will actually happen. I think the only thing that might come from this is we're going to see Bill and Hillary testify, which is good, but at the same time, it's political theater. Like, I bet Bill Clinton could stand up there and say, fuck yeah, I was on the island, and what are they going to do? Are they going to arrest him then? I don't think so. I don't think they're going to arrest anyone. Remember when they said they were going to arrest Obama a few months ago? Donald Trump dropped the AI video of Obama getting slapped in handcuffs over Russiagate. It's like, none of this shit ever happens. Whoever gets arrested in politics? People get killed in politics, but nobody gets arrested. So, I don't think anything's ever going to happen. I have about zero hope that anything is going to happen from this, but we're going to go through the files. We're going to see what we can find. We're not going to be using the official government's website because, like I said, they made it more difficult. So we're going to be using two different websites. One is Gmail. Someone invented a website where it's like a Gmail, like it's like a fake Gmail, but it's like it looks like Gmail, same UI as Gmail, but it is Jmail. It's Jeffrey Epstein's emails. It's all his emails. And then another one is coded by CoffeeZilla. He's pretty good with all the tech stuff. He made a way to make it searchable, listed the people, organizations, names. So that's pretty interesting as well. You could even do like different dates on it. So we're going to use both those. websites to look through as many files as we can get through today. The only other thing really happening in the news was the fighting within the right wing that happened yesterday, and that was wild. And I have a more interesting take on it than some. I mean, like, everybody right now is crashing out on Sarah Stock, and I get it. I really do. I like to consider myself somewhat part of the manosphere in some way, but at the same time, we don't know the full details. We do know for a fact that Milo is the one who released this information, and Milo is one of the least trustworthy people in politics, an absolute grifter and a cunt of a person. So, I don't know. I think maybe we would wait for more details. I think from what I've seen, it probably is likely that Sarah Stock slept with Elijah Schaffer. It's not clear how many times or if it was an ongoing situation or if it just happened that one time at CPAC. I think she was in the relationship at the time. We don't know whether or not her significant other knew this. So again, I know it's hard, and I know, like, I'm usually one of the first people to hop on and, like, judge the shit out of somebody, and at the same time, I kind of get it, because I get those thoughts, but at the same time, it's like, I think this is one of those moments where we wait off, see if anything else comes out before we really give our criticisms and thoughts on it. I mean, Kai Schwemmer gave a great message on this last night. He talked about Christ, he talked about faith, he talked about how everybody wants to judge, but at the same time, we all have a past or a history of some sort. We all have skeletons in our closet, for lack of better terms, and for us to jump on and judge when we really don't know the full picture, it's slightly unfair. And if people did that with everything in our lives, it wouldn't, no one would be comfortable. So this is one of those situations where I want to give her the benefit of the doubt, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pray for Sarah Stock. I'm going to pray for her husband. I'm going to pray for Elijah Schaffer. I'm going to pray for his wife and their children, or his possible ex-wife and children. Not exactly sure. I mean, that whole part of the story was insane. We're not even going to get into all that today, but Elijah was doing some substances, not exactly sure, going on this weird social media rant. I mean, a lot of weird shit. So again, we're just going to wait till we get more information so we can more accurately report on the subject. But with that, I do want to get right into the show. I want to start going through the actual Epstein files. I want to see what we can find. We're going to look through for a few hours. Not exactly sure how many. We're going to see, like, if we're getting anything good. We're going to use the two different systems, like I said. But with that, let's get right on into it. I want to remind everyone to like, smash the follow button, leave a comment, let me know what you think about the show. Rate the show 5 stars on Spotify. All the comments will be read at the end of the show today. Join me on Telegram, scan that code up in the corner. Follow me on X, Instagram, YouTube, Rumble, Kick. You guys know the whole fucking deal. But okay, let's get into it. Let's get this pulled up on the big screen. Let's see. And sorry, I'm a little out of it today. I was going to do this yesterday. I was kind of sick yesterday. I put that in the Telegram. These are the two different systems. See, like, this one literally looks just like Gmail. And then this one is the CoffeeZilla thing. There's a lot of different, like I said, there's a search tool. There's a by people tool, by organizations. I think we maybe start with the people tool. See what we can find. But, like, another thing is, like, a lot of the information, like, not information, but a lot of the emails are just going to be bullshit. A lot of the things we see on here are literally just going to be nothing. They're going to lead to nothing. They're going to be about nothing. There's going to be some that are going to be, very interesting, but a lot less that are interesting than are boring. And that's the sad reality of doing this. And that's what I remember from last time. I went there for like 4.5 hours, and towards the end, I was just like, this was bullshit. This was so boring. All right, let's see. Who do we start with? I've just been scrolling through, seeing what names pop up. Alan Dershowitz, maybe. Maybe we go to his lawyer. Oh, wait, that's from when I searched the word raid. All right, let's see if we can go back and just get it from the start. Maybe I just fucked it up. Alright, let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to look if we just get anything interesting. No. A lot of it's literally just going to be clicking on links, seeing if they're good, seeing if they're not. Maybe we even start with the straight emails. Let's do some interesting search terms. Let's start with like murder. I don't know. Let's see. Or let's do like murder girl. Like, okay. Blank girl, redacted girl, not tonight. Girl can't come tonight, working on tomorrow. Jeffrey, would you like to see Dasha Saturday? And also Aisha in town. Blonde girl, and I have Diana, new one. She is Russian too and can meet you Sunday if you want. My baby girl is here. She was born yesterday. She's from a girl. Alright, let's get more interesting. What if we search, like... I don't know, let's search a slur. No? Really? That's crazy. That's crazy. So what's a good country to move to if this one picks a reality show host as president? Did you hear that Canada's immigration website just crashed due to heavy visitor traffic? I remember when that happened, actually, in 2016. Many countries pick military radio hosts. Etiquette, it will be okay. They don't take blacks. Jeffrey Epstein. They don't take blacks. Crazy. Great, thanks. Sneaky Dog, I have homework for biology science to make a report about how racial differences and genetic effects for complex diseases. I can talk about a specific disease. I know you are very knowledgeable about genetics and biology stuff. Do you have any interesting ideas or links that I could use? Sickle cell for blacks or Tay-Socks for Jews. Doing research project, coconut water as global commodity. Okay. I don't know. Let's search some more damning stuff. Let's see, like, rape, maybe. I don't know. Let's search Jeff rape. Does anything come up there? Hi, Jeff. Jeffrey requested I relay. He would like to speak with you. Ideas that you might have that Jeffrey can help fund. Hi, Leslie. Sorry for the delay. I was out for the past 2 weeks. It sounds like this call is to discuss potential investments for Epstein. Why did this come up when I searched rape? All right, let's search underage. Underage rape. Let's see. Okay. Like, that's not something I want in my search history, but... Again, we're doing this for the vid, guys. We're getting the information. Not yet. Take a few more years. Meanwhile, here's my most recent piece. Attachments are rape jokes funny, doc. Yes, they are. I kid you not, the local papers are suggesting that Stephen Hawking had sex with underage girls on the island. Were they laughing at the idea of this? Were they laughing at all of us? They were like, these stupid goyim really fucking believed that this guy in a wheelchair was getting pussy on the island. I mean, like, let's be honest. If you got raped by Stephen Hawking, that you asked for. Like, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but it's like, at a point, you know, how'd you let it happen? Lots to talk about. If continues to claim that she had sex with people for money, why is that not prostitution and what I plead guilty to? Every massage person got paid money. No girl came to the house to learn math. Does sex for money change the equation? There was a massage person per day. Some turned out to be younger than others. Some as old as 60. I'll explain when I see you. Are you back? Have you missed me? I think the point is that if she was underage, she could not legally consent to engaging in prostitution. Who is Kathleen Rumler? Let's see who this woman is. Let's look it up. Former White House counsel and attorney. Seems like she had an affair with Epstein at some point. Wow, okay. Crazy. When was this? 2015? Okay. That's a guy Cyrus knows well. He dated the girl for 3 years. I saw this on Daily. Thought you might be interested. Alright, let's... I imagine if they had a picture of me reading Nabokov or looking at a painting from Balthus. What is this? What is this link gonna be? Didn't actually bring me to the thing. What is... Let's see. I'm gonna see what these are. No, not seeing anything that interesting. Let's see if anything different comes up when I search in here. Everything's redacted here. That would actually mean anything. I don't know, nothing crazy in there. I think it's honestly better on here. My dog just started crying 'cause she heard a dog barking outside. Alright, let's keep looking. Let's see. Kathy Rumler, Michael, and me would appreciate your help on my new issues. They think that a coordinated strategy, if at one at all, is the only answer, and you the best to advise. Thoughts? Saw the story, and they went after again today. Let's do a call and decide what can and should be done going forward. Who would be doing that? I'll have Leslie set a call. Thanks. Settlement today. And they are taking a substantial part of prior settlements. Press not told of settlement today, so as to bring on a circus. London press said Manhattan DA said no real victims. State prosecutor, no real victims. Everyone said underage prostitution, no more, no less. Totally understand your points. Let's coordinate further conversation. All right, I want to, like, what can we... What would be, like, a good word to search here? Like, what would be a good word to search on this? For the Epstein emails. Let's see. Let's search, like, Diddy. Let's see what comes up there. Let's see what he thought of Diddy. Nothing? Okay. Search party. Or LSJ party. Little St. James party. No, nothing. Alright, let's search like bribe. My dog is freaking out because she hears another dog barking. Like, there's really, like, nothing good so far. Like, we haven't found anything actually fucking good. Okay. Trying to think of, like, other words to search. I'm like, alright, let's do, how do you spell Lutnick? Like that. Like, why is there no, maybe we do have to just go to the actual government website, because we're not getting shit right now. Like, let's go on here. Let's try and use the search function on here for a second, and let's see what we get, because... Damn, I'm retarded. Alright. Howard Lutnick returned your call in 2011. Hello, Mr. Lutnick. Jeffrey Epstein understands you'll be down in St. Thomas soon over the holidays. Jeffrey requested I please pass along some phone numbers to you so the two of you can possibly get together. Any numbers you wanted to pass along to Jeffrey would be great as well. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. Lutnick lied. Alright, that's the one we just fucking saw. I feel like we just saw that one. That's the same one, but without the phone number redacted. It's like not like this is all so retarded how they released all this information. They really should have formatted it better. They want to make it as impossible as they can for people to look through it. Which Elon Musk. Is that just completely redacted? Nice. Completely redacted. Completely redacted. Like, why do they redact who this is to and from? Can Elon attend the dinner on the 23rd? Like, why is that redacted? This is what I mean when I say they're just protecting people. Someone said, "How did you get the quarter zip already?" I got it because this isn't the USA one. This is the official Jeffrey Epstein one. And then someone said, JPEG, search for Fuentes. Yeah, I'll search for JPEG first. And then, actually, fuck it. Let's search for Fuentes. But, I mean, it'd be crazy if if he knew Nick was. I feel like we have to be more specific, but Fuentes v. Fuentes. Yeah, like 1997. We gotta Nick Fuentes. What is on here? There's one file. What is Border Patrol fan? Like, why is this in the Epstein files? Just an FBI daily news briefing. Trump defend other Washington news. Trump defends Tucker Carlson after Nick Fuentes interview. That's why he's in there. That's weird. That's weird that that's even, like, why. That's what I mean. Like, all these files are bullshit. All right, let's search JPEG. Okay, nothing there. Nothing there. I feel like JPEG might not be the right thing to search. We're not getting shit. Everything is just like redacted. Yeah, everything's redacted there. Okay, here we go. Dude, Cash Patel and his honeypots. Let's see, when is this from? 2025. Like, why is this in there? Why is this even in there? Like, why is shit from 2025 in the Epstein files? This is what I'm talking about. This whole thing is just bullshit. It really is. It's so fucking dumb. We never get anything. Alright. Let's see. Let's search bribe. Let's search bribe on here. Let's search blackmail, maybe. This is New York Times. Like, I want to find a fucking email, maybe. Okay. I mean, nothing like crazy new or even that interesting to any of this, no. If you call, I'd start by saying whatever you saw was fake and part of a blackmail scheme. To Jeffrey Epstein. 2009. I believe this was a call that AJ set up after TW had SD. Now he went around TW and set it up with his key people, Dave Russell and Shane Hartnett. Believe what happened then was TW was told about it, and SD, how did that happen? And AJ came back to him and said, unless you pay GM. Nothing. I'm in nothing good on there. Someone said, "Why do you think other countries can prosecute people but America won't?" Um, few reasons. It's because of who Jeffrey Epstein was. Jeffrey Epstein was CIA. Jeffrey Epstein was Mossad. Israel and the United States aren't going to let people be prosecuted because it would make both of them look bad. That's the main reason. And the most damning files, they don't even exist anymore. They've been destroyed. That's the sad part. Like these smoking gun files that, like, I've looked at a lot of these files. There's not a smoking gun in here, and it's not in there because they've destroyed any real evidence. They're not going to give us the real evidence. What we are getting is the stuff that they deem is allowed for us to see. It's kind of ridiculous. Let's see. Someone said, "How many child sex crimes until you burn your flag?" What flag? You realize this is a green screen, dipshit. Like, are you talking about the American flag in the green screen, you fucking retard? Like, what are you talking about? Some people are retarded. Alright, let's see. What else do we say? Like, who's like a big person we search? Who should we search? Who should we search? I don't know. Let's search Ehud Barak. Let's see. Or actually, let's search Mossad. I mean, let's just cut right to the chase with some of these things. These are just different articles about Mossad. I'm wet, dude. Yeah, this is a Jeffrey Epstein quarter zip, you fucking retard. It's a joke. You can't find the flag in your own stream and I'm the retard? Yeah, dude, sorry. My thing is flipped. So, like, my left is my right, and my right's my left. Go fuck yourself. Like, yeah, you are a retard. If you think that's a real flag back there. Sorry. Maybe you're not a retard. Maybe you just thought it, but kind of a retard thought, you know? Like, I don't know what to even fucking search. There's so many, different things, and most of them are just nothing. I mean, we could just go and click each one, but most of these are just people sending fucking articles. Nothing in there. Sounds like you're salty because your country run by child sex criminals. Yeah, dude, that's the reason. Like, you're a fucking retard. Ugh. Tell me what country doesn't have a pedophile problem. I'd love to hear. Someone goes Steve Bannon. Yeah, I'll do that. I mean, we already kind of know most of the Bannon info. But why not just go through it? Why do they black out, like, who the messages are from? There's nothing really here. Bannon's texting someone. Someone goes, wow, first whataboutism I've heard for pedophile. Dude, shut the fuck up. Like, shut the fuck up. You're not even an American? Like, shut the fuck up. Someone said midnight payment. Did I miss that? Yeah, I think I did. Here, wait, let me go back. Where was it? Can we connect him to a hood? Aaron Klein. Where was the midnight payment thing? Someone said, have you considered a sexy female co-host? Almost destroyed Mark Christensen. And what do you like? Why would I want to deal with a female the entire fucking time I'm sitting here? Have I considered a sexy female co-host? No. I did a collaboration with that woman the other day, and that was fun though. Where's the fucking thing I was just looking for? You're not even American, so how dare you criticize our pedophile empire? Dude, shut the fuck up. Go see that you're not an American. Again, I would rather be an American in whatever shithole country you're in. He goes up. Oh, nice. Went back. This midnight right here? I don't think they're talking about payment. Are you seeing something I'm not? I'm like paying attention to the live chat at the same time, so. Yeah, no, I mean, nothing crazy in that one. Bannon did, like, we did a review on that few-hour interview Bannon did with him the other day. That was pretty good. Like, that 2-hour long interview. Epstein has some ball knowledge. I mean, we'll give him that. Let's see if we can get more specific. Steve Bannon, rape. Nope. Okay, Steve Bannon, underage. Nope. Steve Bannon, blackmail. Nope. Steve Bannon, minor. Nope. Okay. Threat. No. Wow. Okay. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Are these all just gonna be screenshotted text messages? I mean, Bannon has to be texting Epstein here, right? They're talking about like setting up a meeting and an interview. Talking about influence at Harvard. Or did you think I meant stripper tits? What? Like, what are they talking about? Tatas in the India Tatas? Nothing crazy. We don't know the gift. Redacted. I was looking at that too. Maybe it's at the bottom of this one? No. Let's start at the top. Coming for Kathy. Kathy is at 1:30 to 3. Yeah, they were talking about Harvard. Like, what year is all this going on? 2019. Yeah, nothing like crazy in there. Hmm. Talking about. Hmm. Thinks Jared and Donald can run the government. There was the allegation in there that Jared Kushner was running things for Trump. So Bannon was doing more than. Dude, yeah, we know Bannon knew Epstein pretty well. That's known information. To accentuate my non racist views, the leaders of the Ivory Coast are tomorrow's guests. Like, let's see if, like, let's search, like, Ben Shapiro. That would be. See, that would be funny if Ben Shapiro popped up in here. 2018. Okay, what's this? Let's see. Bunch of redacted names. Oh, it's because they're just sending a link to something with Ben Shapiro. Damn. Okay. Let's see. What are these ones? Steve Baird, Alan Dershowitz. Okay, what the fuck? Besides your superb defense work for Epstein and all enjoyers, Clinton, Barack, Wexner, Maxwell, Andrew, Trump, Dersh, etc., of his hospitality, did you clowns have any operational role in the apparent honeypot blackmail ops? Don't you think now would be a good time to be reconciled to your maker? Glad to discuss. Shalom, Steve. Huh. And he CC'd all these people from Steve Baer to Dershowitz. Let's see who's on here. Seeing a couple rabbis, couple big names, Mike and Sarah Huckabee, Lindsey Graham, Rand Paul, Dave Rubin, Thomas Massey. America's better than whatever shithole country you're from. To the fucking guy in the chat. Let's see. Ben Shapiro. Who else do we search? Who would be a good name to search? Let's think. I don't know. Let's do Elon Musk. We did it on the other one, but we could do it here. See, that's what I mean. Like, Elon was like, oh, like, I didn't even know the guy, but then Elon's emailing back with him, follow up with Elon Musk about the dinner on April 23rd. Can he come in 2013? It's like, come on. Makes it hard to believe anything you say when you lie. Did you have dinner with Elon Musk and did you explain to him my proposal? What was his reaction? Elon Musk appreciates the invitation to the ranch, but as commitment, lunch on Monday, February 25th at 1 p.m. at SpaceX is confirmed. So in 2013, February 25th, 2013, they had lunch at SpaceX together. Crazy. Elon Musk to Epstein. Actually, I could fly back on the 3rd. We'll be in St. Bart's. When should we head to your island on the 2nd? So he was trying to go to the island. I need to fly back to LA on the night of the 2nd. The 2nd or 3rd would be perfect. I will come and get you. Okay, probably the 1st then. Any day 1st through 8th. Play it by ear if you want. Always space for you. Why is there just so many copies of the same fucking file? Like, there's really just like 5 copies of each one of these. Someone goes, have you ever been outside America? Yes, I have. I will send heli for you. Anytime, I'll be there 28th to 7th. February 21st, when did you prefer to meet with Elon? That's when they're scheduled. Like, that's what I mean. Like, half of these, they're just going to be, like, really retarded. What's a different name to search? Let's see. Let's see. Who would be a good name? Leon Black, maybe? Why is that so fucking blurry? Gifts he gave to one person, or? That's crazy. Talking about charities. I mean, these are just going to be bank statements. Okay, let's see, like, yeah, let's work like this. Let's think more companies, like Les Wexner owned Victoria's Secret. Let's see. So, email with an image. We can't see the image. Worst boob job ever. Like, hey, how are you? Call me. Want to talk to you. I want you to help me with Victoria's Secret, please. Is it possible? Kiss. They redact who it's from 2009 though. Okay, and here they don't redact it from Alicia. So fucking blurry. Thought you'd be interested in this story. Victoria's Secret mogul says Jeffrey Epstein misappropriated $46 million from him. Alright, like, let's see. Factual allegations. At all times, material defendant Jeffrey Epstein was an adult male over 50 years old. Defendant Epstein is known as a billionaire, yet even those closest to him, including family members, longtime employees, and those he considers his closest friends, have no idea what he does or did to earn money to support his lifestyle. Wow. Defendant Epstein has a sexual preference and obsession for underage females, specifically targeting female age 12 to 17, and defendant Epstein acts on that obsession by luring underage minor females to him, where he attempts to sexually molest and batter those underage minor females on a everyday basis, often 2 or 3 different underage minor females on one day. Alright, let's see. These are all just part of a case. Like, this is all stuff that's already been out there for years. It's just like depositions. Like, some of those have already been out there for years. We're not going to read through the entire fucking transcript right now. Jeffrey Epstein lost interest in pregnant victim, made her recruit underage girls, is the subject. This is blank, whom we've spoken to. Okay, everything's fucking blanked out there. Uh, like this is them going through Reddit posts and like looking into leads from there. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, all the information we're seeing is kind of what I was spelling out in the beginning before we even started looking through the files, where it's like it all just points to him running a underage prostitution ring, which, again, in itself is evil. What he was doing was evil. But none of it is the smoking gun evidence to show, like, okay, he was 100% tied to these intelligence agencies for this purpose. And it's clear all that information has been removed, redacted, removed, and we're not getting any real information. Like these are just transcripts. I have to admit, I start to really like your way. Friday at La Arc, I talked to a really cute girl, but unfortunately underage. Those girls are not yet annoying. She already liked me because I was nice and talked to her in Russian. So either they are underage or you already know them. Again, it just kind of like feeds into everything we already know. The litigation around Epstein continues. His attorneys must have raked in tens of millions by now. Buckingham Palace issues second denial of underage sex claims against Prince Andrew. It's 2015. Yeah, I mean, nothing. I don't know. Let's like look up more interesting shit. Like, let's look up like 4chan. There was a 4chan story about working for Epstein, I guess. Here are the subpoena returns we've received. Don't worry about the 4chan records or the subpoenas related to IP information. Like, here's the thing, like I said, and I might say this a couple more times throughout this, but it's like what really sucks about this is we're not getting any actual new information. Like, all this is just like confirming stuff we already knew. Like, I could go through all 3 million of these files, and we're not really going to get much new information. Like, we'll get like new little details here and there, but like nothing that's like we might find out the name of a different victim or the name of like one other person who was there, but it's like there's no actual proof of anything because all that has been destroyed. All we can do is make assumptions. And a good rule is like if you couldn't make the case to prove it in court, it's, it's not smart to like 100% say it's happening. Like we shouldn't be out there saying like this person 100% did this, they're in the files when there's not a whole lot of evidence showing that besides that they might have been affiliated with Epstein or might have traveled or hung out with him. Which a lot of that is pretty damning, but it's like we need them, and by them I mean the government. We need the FBI, we need all these agencies to actually investigate this. Like why do they put all like I think the citizens should have access to this, but why do they only do that? They only give it to us, and they're like, okay, citizen journalists, go figure it the fuck out for yourselves and shut the fuck up about it. Like, that's what they want. Like, why not task the FBI with looking at all these files, taking every name who is associated with Jeffrey Epstein and still alive, still around, still prominent in politics or business or world leadership in some way, and why not do a full-scale investigation into them? Why not have all these people be forced to testify? Like, why are they not doing any of this? Why is it up to people like me and, the retards on YouTube, which I find myself to be in that category? Why is it that we are the ones who are tasked with going through all this and figuring out what's up? Because, like, we should be doing that. We should be looking into it, but they should be as well. And the fact that it's just us is what's really bad. Like, this is all written in, like, chicken scratch, and it's super blurry. Sitting at the edge of his bed, asked for toilet paper at the time. Epstein asked for toilet paper. Epstein is sitting on the edge of his bed again. A lot of sitting at the edge of his bed this guy did. These are suicide watch forms. Epstein is talking about finance. Epstein is talking about science. Talking about math. Epstein is talking about the prison environment. Epstein is with attorney. Epstein appears to be sleeping. Okay, like, how is this person's handwriting even worse? And it's not even cursive. Laying down, sleeping, sleeping. Like, this part's kind of interesting a little bit, but, like, I mean, it's all just. He asked what time was breakfast and medical. They stepped Epstein down from suicide watch to psychological observation. See, that's interesting right there. Can you give blank an override for Epstein? His attorney is going to be requesting his medical psych records. like, this is kind of interesting, but nothing crazy. You're getting his medical files. There's 1,000 different files in this one, like 1,000 of these. Goes to literally 1,000. Someone goes, Mossad controlled Epstein, the quarter zip is fire. Thank you. Like, dude, these are retarded. There's so many of these. What day was Epstein killed? Let me look at my thing. What was it? August 10th. Okay, so it seems to be after his death. Let's see if we can find right before or during. No, it skips a little bit of time there. What are all these? Like, with just the phone emojis? No, it's way before. Okay, this is interesting. I'll go back and read, a detailed description of the scene was unavailable because the officers who discovered Mr. Epstein did not write memorandums and could not be interviewed, according to the report of incident on August 10, 2019 at approximately 6:33 a.m. While serving the breakfast meal in the SHU Range 9 South, Mr. Epstein was found unresponsive in his cell. Staff reportedly called for medical assistance, activated the body alarm, and began life-saving measures. Arriving staff alleged they brought an automated external defibrillator and stretcher. They tried CPR while the AED was placed on Epstein. The AED reportedly indicated no shock advised, and CPR was continued. Epstein was escorted to health services at 6:39. EMS arrived at 6:43. He was transported to the local hospital at 7:10, pronounced deceased at 7:36. The two staff members working in SHU did not write memorandums prior to leaving the institution. Therefore, more detailed information is not available. It was not possible to confirm reports with video. Okay. This is the conclusion and recommendations. A general appreciation of risk factors for suicide with sex offenders is necessary when reviewing Epstein's death. These factors, as well as more general risk factors for suicide, were likely present. There are several common factors that increase risk for suicide in individuals with a history of sexual offense. These include stigma due to nature of sexually based crimes, both within society and the prison system, a disruption of the ability to utilize sex as a coping mechanism, which can lead to increased levels of distress and negative effects, and grief about loss experienced in regards to arrest. This grief may include a loss of former lifestyle, loss of physical items or collections related to sex offenses, and or the loss of perceived relationships with victims. Other factors that may increase risk for suicide among individuals accused of sex offense include safety concerns, potentially long sentences, and lack of skills necessary to navigate social relationships in prison. Mr. Epstein was a high-profile pretrial detainee awaiting trial on sex trafficking offenses. He was a successful, wealthy businessman with a number of high-profile acquaintances that he accumulated through a combination of charisma, charm, and intelligence. This guy had Riz, apparently. Despite his many associates, he had limited significant or deep interpersonal ties. Although Epstein appeared to cultivate a large social and professional network, he was estranged from his only brother. Indeed, his identity appeared to be based on his wealth, power, and association with other high-profile individuals. Approximately 2.5 weeks before his death, Mr. Epstein appeared to attempt suicide, but ultimately denied it was a suicide attempt. He was convincing in his denial. At the time, he was saved because his cellmate notified bureau staff. In the weeks before his death, he made statements that he was a coward and was having difficulty adapting to his diminished circumstances. He also frequently referenced poor sleep and an inability to tolerate the noise of prison. On the day before his death, a number of documents in his case were unsealed, further eroding his previously enjoyed elevated status and potentially implicating some of his associates. Given his lack of significant interpersonal connections, coupled with a complete loss of his status in both the community and among associates, the idea of potentially spending his life in prison was likely intolerable. It is recommended that all inmates be double-celled unless safety concerns or an odd number of inmates precludes this. Priority should be given to inmates with a history of mental illness, self-directed violence, recent stressors. It is recommended that a system of control be implemented explaining who will be notified when a suicide watch or psychological observation ends and how that communication will take place, because this is a life safety issue. The system of control, once approved by executive staff, should be reviewing. Like this is all retarded so far. Let's see. On July 23rd, 2019, Mr. Epstein was found unresponsive in his cell. He had abrasions on his neck and knee. There are inconsistencies between documents describing the circumstances of the scene. In General Administrative Note in PDS BEMR, Dr. Miller documented information received from Operations Lieutenant Glenda Anderson that Mr. Epstein was found with a string loosely hanging around his neck. In contrast, Officer Wilson Silva, who responded to this emergency, wrote a memorandum dated July 23rd. In that memorandum, Officer Silva wrote that he saw Mr. Epstein laying down near his bunk with what appeared to be a piece of handmade orange cloth around his neck. I mean, July 23rd would be 2.5 weeks before. It is critical that descriptions of the incident accurately reflect objective evidence. Officer Joe wrote Mr. Epstein an incident report for self-mutilation on July 23rd after he was found unresponsive in a cell. Special Investigative Services threat assessment was completed August 2nd, but results were inconclusive as to whether Epstein engaged in self-directed violence, willingly fought with his cellmate, or was assaulted by his cellmate. Though the incident report was written in a timely manner, it presumed he engaged in self-directed violence and neglected to consider the other options of fighting and assault. Since it was unclear what had taken place in Mr. Epstein's cell, there should have been 3 incident reports written. One alleging Mr. Epstein engaged in self-mutilation, one alleging Mr. Epstein participated in a fight or assault without injury, and third alleging some Italian guys participated in a flight or assault with injury. It is recommended that staff remain open to reasonable explanations. I'm trying to see if there's anything really damning in here. Okay, this is weird. According to a Century Quarters roster generated on August 10th, 2019, at 12:51 a.m., there were 3 inmates assigned to Epstein's SHU cell, including him. However, his SHU cell was only a double occupancy cell. Patrick Avila, inmate Gregory Ferrer, and Mr. Epstein were all assigned the same cell. On August 13th, we generated a quarters history roster for inmate Avila and Ferrer, respectively. Inmates Avila's cell assignment. Okay, so it looks like they moved these people to the same cell as Epstein, but that's what I mean. Like, this is the shit that the FBI needs to, like, look down these rabbit holes. Like, there's a third guy who was supposed to be Epstein's cellmate that we didn't hear about. Like, that's fucking weird. Um, A review of the Suicide Watch log books show that when Epstein was on suicide watch, he was in cell 4, but Century states he was in cell HO1001L. A review was conducted on the 13th. The 4 inmates currently in HO1 cells. There are 4 cells dedicated as suicide watch cells in Century, with an inmate in each cell. Century shows 2 inmates assigned, 1 assigned, and the 4th inmate assigned to a general population housing unit. Huh. See, this is interesting. There's like 1,000 pages in here, so I'm kind of just scrolling by, seeing if there's anything worth stopping at. I'm skimming them as we go. See if we can search by word on this page. There's a lot of just like news articles in this. That I guess that's why it's so many fucking pages. They literally just have screenshots of Google searches, news articles, like Google alerts. Huh. Okay. Let's. That was all when we searched 4chan, so that's interesting. Maybe we keep with the 4chan thing, see if anything else comes out from it. It's a lot of this one thing where it's like some guy posted on 4chan about working for Epstein. $2023. No, I haven't searched pizza yet. Let me do that. Someone just asked that in the live chat. No, it's a real pizza place. Do you think this is a real pizza place? What the fuck? That's Sam Hyde. Wait, what the fuck? What the Did what's on this shop? Dude, what the fuck? Why is this on here? Wait. Wait, what the fuck? I gotta send this to someone. This is crazy. I got a quick detour from the show so I can text this to some people. This is so funny. Dude, what the fuck? Alright, sorry. Had to quickly send that over to someone. That's crazy. No, it's definitely AI, but it's like, did Sam Hyde search pizza, find that link, and then set up this website? Like, that's what I'm thinking happened. And that's just so funny. That's so funny. Alert, send pizza to Bobby. Okay. Let's search like pizza party, you know? Feeney asking about a pizza party this weekend, 2016. Wanted to check and see if you might be available for a pizza party next Saturday after the friendly Darien game we are having. It's been difficult trying to find time that most people are available to participate, but it seems next Sat is the best for most. Please let me know. Thanks, blank. U9 Red Pizza Party. Hmm. Spoof by Jimmy Fallon. What is the spoof of? Maybe we check this link out. Nothing. Why did it copy and paste like that? That's weird. That's weird. It copy and pasted like that. Okay, whatever. Jeffrey Epstein to the Origins Project, where he appeared at breakfast in a robe with two young Eastern European girls who witnesses say looked to be 15, 16. Stroking him during breakfast, invited by Krauss as a major donor to the project. This was reported to ASU in the summer of 2018 during the Title IX investigations into Krauss, but our complaints about Epstein's behavior were never addressed. Epstein had previously been invited to a students-only pizza party for ASU students as well. I mean, like, some of these seem to just actually be about pizza. Like, there was a couple about a grocery list and shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, I still think this is one of the funniest things, that Sam Hyde jacked that website. Let's search, like, Clinton Pizza. Nothing. Let's see. What's another good search term? What is another good search term? Huh. Huh. Not sure. Let's see what happens when we go on Gmail and we search the Gmail thing for pizza. See what comes up. See, that's what I mean. Like, you think like the thing is weird when, like, I thought the thing was weird earlier when they're like, order pizza for Bobby. Sounds a little weird. But then you see like down here, I know Bobby loves whatever place on Houston. There's a lot of pizza places on Houston in New York City. Maybe they're actually talking about pizza. Like, what the fuck? Sure, there's some of these where it's used as like a code word, but like Jmail, JPhotos, JDrive, JFlights. Let's go on JPhotos. I feel like we already saw some of these. Let's see the starred ones. These are the ones that people. What the fuck? Like, I don't want to see that. Like, we already saw a bunch of these in the last release. See, this is. What if Epstein was just always hungry? Yeah, dude. Like, here's the thing. Like, I eat pizza 7 days a week. Like, one day, like. One day I could be fat as fuck if I don't, like, continue to work out. You know what I mean? Like, I eat pizza all the time, so it's like if someone was searching through my records and they search pizza, like they would see it like every other fucking day because I'm like constantly eating pizza. I eat pizza literally almost every fucking day. Dude, I remember this image from the last one where he had the fucking leprechaun jizz on his face. New releases only. Okay, let's see what we got here. See what we got here. Okay. A lot of black and white pictures. A lot of black and white. Got some pictures of some girls, redacted faces, passport redacted. Just looks like an itinerary. Oh! Being with Epstein has its perks. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's like, is this how the FBI found his place? Like, it's been broken into. It's been broken into. Dude, Epstein would have been the best live streamer if he was still alive in the big 2026. I mean, look at all those monitors. Look at that setup. I have 2 monitors. Epstein has there's at least 7, if not 8 there. I think we saw all this shit already. Maybe, maybe not. We'll scroll through for another sec. Yeah, I remember he had a lot of weird art. We already looked through these. Okay, let's go back to home. What's on the J drive? J drive. New releases only. New files. Volume 11 and 12 are also in here. Okay. See, the guy who made this is kind of a beast. Like, fuck the government's thing of this. Can I just, like, click through them when I do this? Or how do you... Nah, you still have to fucking... Where's the starred ones? These are the ones that people said were damning. Juliette Bryant. Okay, we know this is the chick on X, though. We know who this is. She's all these things she's put on X. So we already kind of know all the Juliette Bryant stuff. Probably not worth. There's videos. Most interesting jail footage. Is that supposed to be him hanging? Not buying that. Yeah, I mean, there's not much there. Alright, let's see what this is. Wait, let me put the audio on for you guys.
Who were the other 17-year-old masseuses they were aware of?
I'm not aware of any.
Were there any 16-year-old masseuses you were aware of?
I'm not aware.
Any 15?
Look, I just want to be clear. The only person that I'm aware of who claims to have been, and we have to, whilst I've established that I was 17, given that she has changed her age so many times, the only person that I'm aware of that was a masseuse at the time when I was present in the house,
I mean, I feel like that was stupid. Someone goes, don't lie, you would have to suck on Ghislaine's Kazarian milkers. I know I would. Mommy. No, dude, I'm a Volcel. Couldn't do it, but I mean, she does have huge tits. I mean, that is just true. Trying to see, like, is there any... What the fuck is this? Is that like a live photo of Jeffrey Epstein? What the fuck? It's weird. Some audio files.
You can hear the echo.
Okay, wait, here's another Epstein video. Let's check this out.
Okay, so Darren and I are sitting here. You can hear the echo. I'm pretending I'm talking to Darren. So, hi Darren. So Sarah and Nadia, are you guys having a good time? You can see I have a little sore on my face that I got from some black guy trying to kiss me. It's really disgusting. Oh, it's really, oh. Anyway, I have pictures up on the wall. I had to borrow the Scotch tape to get the pictures on the wall. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
I feel like there was nothing really in that. There was something about Ben Affleck there, too, in one of these videos. Dude, what the fuck? Like, he's like an old guy. He's just like a retarded boomer. He goes to take a selfie and he records himself. He's probably trying to get a picture of his fucking teeth there. You get punched in the face? What happened here? There's like comments on this too. That's kind of funny. Is there a way to sort these by like... No. I'm just grateful that we have this tool. Alright, let's see. We need to find a guy with autism and just sit him in front of all these jail security cam videos and make him fucking watch it. Because no one's gonna sit here and watch these fucking hours and hours and hours of it. Alright, wait, how do we get back? Alright, so I guess that was most of the like videos that seems worth looking at. Let's go back to J Drive. To sort by most redacted. Let's see the most redacted. It's not even that redacted. I've seen way more. These are just parts of the transcripts. They're J flights. What? Like, this is crazy. Whoever built this is kind of sick. Shout out to the people who built Jmail. Like, this is pretty sick. You can see every fucking flight he did. Okay, wow. How do we get out of J flights? How do we go to J Amazon, Jodify, J message? Dude, what? This is crazy. No way, dude, what? Alright, whose text should we look at? Steve Bannon? We kind of already saw these. If we can arrange it, can we film on the island? This is all the stuff we kind of saw before when we searched Bannon's name. Larry Summers from Harvard. So they were talking about if they canceled student debt, how would it affect the deficit? And they're saying not a deficit impact. Wow. That's crazy. That's pretty cool. 6-7. Okay. Dude, Epstein was just like, shut up, bitch. This is pretty cool how they set this up, that we could just look at it all like this. Let's see what else we got. Dude, let's see what he was getting on Amazon. Nothing crazy so far. Adolf Hitler, the definitive biography. Nice. Based Epstein? Churchill, Walking with Destiny. Alright, give me 1 second here, guys. I'll be back in 1 moment here. Okay, there we go. I had to grab more water. Let's keep looking through these. Nothing crazy in his Amazon either. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're not really gonna get anything out of this. Like, I'm doing this because I want to look through it. It's interesting. And I know a lot of people want to see it as well, but the reality is nothing ever fucking happens. Like, literally nothing ever fucking happens. Alright, let's see. What's he listening to on Spotify? Not? It's not working? Damn. What's JVR? He had some VR pictures, or oh, like if I put on my VR headset, I could look at this through a VR lens. That's crazy. Maybe I'll do that a different time. This is crazy. Okay. They built AI that we could just search. Okay. Mossad ties. Let's see. I mean, let's go big. Let's go big early, right, guys? Is it still trying to figure it out? What the fuck's going on here? I'll wait on this for a little bit more, but this is kind of retarded. Okay, I mean, okay, so they're talking about meeting with somebody. Who are they talking about meeting with here? Okay, so they're going to meet another Middle East leader, and they're like, and he says, you should make clear that I don't work for Mossad. I feel like that's something a Mossad agent would say. Let's try this one more time. How long have we been going? Like 2 hours? Okay, we'll go for a little longer here. Again, we're just really not getting anything. That's the... Like, it just kind of sucks. Like, when the first set of files came out, I was a little more hopeful we'd actually be getting something. And then I realized as we were going through them, I'm like, we're not really going to get shit. And then now they released 3 million more. And I didn't get excited in the same way. Because I was like, there's no way they're actually giving us anything. And they didn't. They didn't give us anything. They gave us a bunch of redacted shit that we can't see. All the real stuff that's damning, they didn't even include in there. They just destroyed it before it even made it. So that's the sad reality of this situation here. Hope everyone's having a good day, though. Hope everyone's enjoying enjoying. Yeah, see, like this search thing kind of fucking sucks. It's not doing anything. Nothing with underage and Donald Trump. Okay. How do we see the comments people left? Looks like people left comments. I don't know how to fucking... And this isn't anything new. It's all just more like a complaint from a minor who was asked to massage Epstein. We saw that one, Juliet Bryant. Juliet Bryant again. Same thing. These are all just... It's all just complaints. Juliet Bryant. Juliet Bryant. Like, I don't know, let's go back to the email. Search, like, Bill Gates, maybe. Bill Gates Island. Meeting with Bill Gates in 2010. The allegation was not at a pedophile party. It was at my house with me. See, that's a little interesting, the wording there. I didn't know I had a good side. I am 3 adjective, evil, disgraced, reviled, and a pedophile. As long as they don't call me fat, I'm fine. And donors to Democrats. It's in 2018. I mean, so Bannon really was very, like, we kind of knew this, but he was very cool with Epstein, apparently. These are just Google alerts. I agree that any pushback seems to lead to trouble, so what about some act of contrition, Brad, with an apology alongside clearly setting the facts straight? No pedophile, no trafficking, and the CVRA girls dropped their case. I established a mental health center for sex workers, Courtney Wild Center. This was him trying to figure out how to get out of it. Broken record here. Contrition has to be coordinated with all other aspects of the response, and this sounds like an apology that's not an apology, which would make matters worse. The problem is that people don't want you to apologize for frequenting prostitutes. They want you to apologize for being a pedophile and for sex trafficking, and they don't want you to apologize for that. They want you to be crucified for that. Simple apology doesn't change the other side's narrative. I actually think it propels it. A proper apology is not an apology. It's a ritual act of public mortification. Yeah, mortification and confession. You have to be naked and throw yourself on the mercy of the media, to say the very least. The stage has to be set for this. Allowing Julie Brown to interview me, in our hypothetical documentary, we interview her. Okay, so they were trying to make a documentary to show... I was pointing out that the alleged rape was reported to be at my house with Donald and I. Raping it, wow. Just saw this on newsfeed. Hope you're doing okay. Happy New Year's. This is pretty wild so far. I like some of this stuff, I guess. Importance high. I only forward this link so you know of its existence. What are the email attachments? Lots of reporters' inquiries. Do I think Trump set me up? What do I know about his dealings? Did I speak to you? Suggestion, all public record, house bought out of a bankruptcy proceeding. I was the stalking horse bid. Never before was there a prosecution of erotic massage by women for money in someone's homes. Every girl got money, returned, most interviewed by police over 21, all public record. Some concern on my team that I will get a subpoena. Do I have to wear a tie? In the White House, the president, to general surprise, announced that he would not accompany his family to Mar-a-Lago over the holidays. a confounding, even alarming turn for everyone who knew how much he valued a golf and warm weather opportunity over any presidential business. Like, is this even about Epstein, or is this just a Trump update? So Trump was fucking an elevator girl or something? Okay, that's somewhat interesting. Who's MBS? Anyone in the chat know who MBS would be? Is it a coincidence that the Russian that bought the house in Palm Beach and knows all is the same guy that sold the painting last year to MBS for $450 million? And that painting was only worth $1.5 million, so MBF was paying him off. Why? Ideas. Reminder, Trump overruled Congress on Yemen. Starting to smell sweet the way you put it. Maybe as a favor to Trump in exchange for Yemen and Iran support. Smells, doesn't it? Who would MBS be? Trying to think. Who would MBS be? Could it be Mohammed bin Salman? Saudi crown prince? Only thing I'm seeing online could be the Saudi crown prince. After the election, when Bannon was introduced to Epstein, Bannon told him, "You are the one person I was truly afraid of coming forward during the campaign." "Not surprising," said Epstein. That's crazy. It looks like they're writing an article. They said it's the first edit. It's like something just ripping into Trump. This is pretty interesting. Wow. So it looks like they were like writing shit about Trump in case, or let's do this. Let's like start at one of the bottoms of the page and then we'll scroll that way. Alright, let's see. Let's go back to starred for a bit. Yeah, I mean, this was the, ask him if Putin has the photos of Trump blowing Bubba. Dear President Obama, I'm writing today with a somewhat unusual request. First and foremost, I'm asking that you return America to its August 20th, 1959 borders so that Hawaii is no longer a state and you are no longer a citizen. Sincerely, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. What the fuck? Yo. That's crazy. I wonder if that would be crazy if Netanyahu wrote that and Epstein got a hold of it somehow because he's close with Israel because he is a Israeli spy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. We should put a pin in this one. Save that one. I want you to realize that that dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Virginia spent hours at my house with him. He was never once been mentioned. Police chief, etc. I'm 75% there. I've been thinking about that. Okay. Miss chatting with you. I'm back at work. We'll give keynote to the Louisiana State Psychological Association in November. My dearest Jeffrey, I don't know when you'll get to read this. I was so sad to read that you had been found unconscious in your cell. No matter what happens, I will always be loyal to you, and you will always be in my heart. Been in remission for 2 years and just ended a returnship at blank. I'm now looking for a permanent job. I'm still in London. Always with love, Cecilia. Dude, what the fuck? Mm. Happy Hanukkah. Has anyone in the past made a linguistic model? They use fields instead of definitions, similar to a magnet field to some degree. There is no one vector that describes the word, but a field of them. A home surrounded by a field of definitions, not based on 3D space, but based on context. One could integrate over the field. How are you doing? A while back you mentioned that you were pre-diabetic. Has anything changed with that? What is your boy Donald up to now? Oh, I mean, that's that. And I thought I had... You and your boy Donnie can make a remake of the movie Get Hard. Like, what? That's crazy. I mean, it's really like Mark Epstein who is the one talking about Donald Trump a lot in these emails. This is Alyssa sent Whitney with names of Trump accusers from NTOC. This is Alyssa. It's a decent bit of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, wow, a lot of them there. This is the shit that, like, the Krasensteins and all them were posting, where it's, Donald Trump, the president, at parties at Mar-a-Lago called Calendar Girls. Epstein would bring the children in and Trump would auction them off. He measured the children's vulva and vaginas by entering a finger and rated the children on tightness. The guests were elder men, including Elon Musk, Don Jr., Ivanka, Eric Trump were there, Alan Dershowitz, Bob Shapiro. We were taken in rooms, forced to give oral sex to Trump, forced to allow them to penetrate us. 13 years old when Donald Trump raped me, they said. Ghislaine Maxwell was also present. See, like, that's the stuff where it's like, I don't know. I don't think I find that credible. In 2004-05, Sir Ivan Wilczek hosted a party where Epstein, Sammy Sosa, Trump were in attendance. Patti LaBelle's PR agent stood at the door. The party caller met an individual who was approximately 18 to 23 years of age, who was brought from Oklahoma for a modeling job, then sold to a man in France. Several women were being auctioned, and a woman possibly known as Colette LNU was the madam. A couple of years later, caller saw Colette at the Cheetah Club in New York, and she told one of these Santos friends that Jamie Foxx was interested in spending a night with her and that he could pay her a lot of money. See, not necessarily. Like, that's the thing. Like, these are just, like, no contact made, victim identified as deceased, and complaint did not have confirmed information. Like, this is the stuff the FBI really needs to be investigating. Someone goes, what the hell? Yeah. Caller reported that in 87, a friend was out drinking and ended up at Trump Plaza. Victim 1 saw Trump and wanted to meet him. Unknown man approached her and offered to introduce her to Trump. The unknown man gave Victim 1 a drink, and Victim 1 woke up naked and sore with 300 in bed. That's fucked up. I shouldn't be laughing. That's crazy. That's crazy. Sorry, guys. Just like I'm laughing because it's only $300. like these are like billionaires. Like they couldn't like throw it $3,000. Like that's what I'm laughing at, which is fucked up. But like it's true. It's like imagine you get handed a drink. You pass out, you get raped, you wake up naked, and then all they gave you is $300. It's like, come on. Like, am I just like the cheapest hooker? Like, that's crazy. Victim 1 didn't remember how she got to the room. She remembered seeing a flash of Trump's face. Victim 1 called the caller and told her she thought she had been raped. Victim 1 did not go to a hospital to have a rape kit performed because she didn't think anyone would believe her, especially because she was drunk. See, that's what I mean. Okay, like, you know what I mean? Is that even credible? I don't know. I don't think so. I really don't. These are all the like complaints. There's a lot of different complaints. Yeah, those are pretty great. Okay, let's see. Elon Musk spoke to Reid Hoffman yesterday. You're planning to do St. Barth again for Christmas? You're welcome to the island. Reid is coming. Don't know. Okay. Okay. You mean radiating a soft glow with that look of bliss and excitement? Yeah, that's the pizza. She looks pregnant. I feel like they're just calling a girl fat there. How plausible is the idea that Trump is a real cocaine user? Yes. Okay, so Trump is in that powder? We exported the complete list of victims serialized in Sentinel and have identified the below minor victims at this time. No way they're going to show us this list, right? Yeah, no. It's got someone calling me. Someone goes, "What's the word on Fishback?" We're getting a new date now. Should hopefully have a date soon. But he's got a pretty busy schedule. There are millions of babies, very little good vegetable cream cheese. Aha, do you want vegetable cream cheese tomorrow? I would go look for it now. Any good bagel place has it. Found it to Jay's Lakeworth. I feel like that's not even code. I feel like that's probably real. Meet him. He's interesting, very much like Joe Roberts. Boring, rich, hick. Remember, he is the one who was blackmailed by the girl in Palm Beach from Donald Trump's party. I don't know. What happens when we search a slur here? Like, why is there nothing with any of the slurs? Like, that's what I'm kind of confused about. Because from my knowledge, Jeffrey Epstein was, like, okay, here we go. Maybe we got something here. No, I mean, that's going to be nothing. It's just memes. Like, are you fucking? It's just racist memes. Dude, this was still the best. This was great. Sam Hyde jacked the link. If you guys missed that earlier, that was fucking hilarious. Sam Hyde jacked one of the links in the Epstein files and made the website his own. Alright. New releases, Starred. Starred is just the shit people said was good. "7 days without sex." What the fuck are we even looking at? Bill Gates. "I enjoyed breakfast a lot. All the attendees were interesting people. We managed to talk about philanthropy enough to get the reaction without putting them on the spot too much. It is pretty clear to me that someone young like Josh wants he and his family to have more hands-on approach than delegating 60% of giving to a set of causes we manage." Okay. Maxwell Audio, they're talking. This is literally like FBI emails, like interdepartment FBI emails about redactions. A lot of these email responses don't start with capital letter. It's a little weird. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people just didn't have that setting on their phone, or they were like typing on Blackberries. Hmm. Do you want pizza? A porn link right here? What the fuck? A lot of porn links. I loved the torture video. I'm in China. I'll be in the US second week of May. Hmm. Shrek and Donkey oral sex. Yeah, it's weird. Send me a nude photo first. Let's see if things have changed. Too dark. Stop being tricky. Better. Very cute. Now send me a sexy video. Do you have a US visa? Yes, but not sexy enough. I want to see sexy as you have made promises many times only to not keep. Okay, if I get US visa, can you help me with job? There is no reason lie you. I just won't come back because of you. I understand everything. I want to be in a good relationship with you, so I will not lie. I'll be a good girl. Damn, Epstein had these bitches whipped into submission. I'll be a good girl. Much better. You can upload to Dropbox full orgasm, then we talk, or with girlfriend. Like, that's... Dude, he's just like, send me a video of you squirting, bitch, now. Again, you want instead of give, I will do nothing at all until I am satisfied that you are not going to lie again. Dude, this guy kept his bitches in line. Send the masturbation video. You have told me the same exact thing 5 times, and each time you change your mind. I've never made such a video. I hope you will not lie for me and do something for me also. You never promised me anything. I'll make a video. What's that? After all that time you lied to me, I have never... He sends a Pornhub link. Change your mind again? Hi, I made a video and uploaded to Dropbox. Never used it before. How can I send you a video? Check now. I just upload the video. Or share with... Sends his email. Hi, Jeffrey. I did what you wanted. So what can you say? You didn't open it. How I sent... This just sounds like a boomer trying to like... just like... Sounds exactly what it is. Like a retard boomer. Can't open, I'll check. My IT guy will be my IT guy will be on it. He'll get that video of you fucking coming. Don't worry. Computer guy, he won't view. Hello, my dear Jeffrey. I did everything which you asked me. I sent you new pictures, sexy videos, even masturbation. Everything which you asked, I did as I promised. So why you don't answer me now? Do you want to see me? Because I want to see you so much. I miss you. Next step. I want to meet you. I need to get visa in USA. Can you help me? Yes. Thank you so much, my dear Jeffrey. I was deported for 5 years. 5 years past this May. How can I get a visa? What I must what I must do? Deported for what? For work. I had a tourist visa. It's not as easy to get visa after deported. Do you know anybody who work in American Embassy in Russia who could help to get a visa? Difficult, especially now. I did not know when you say you were deported what exactly happened. When I came back from Russia, they stopped me at the airport because I didn't have back ticket, took my phone, checked everything, and took me in jail. After 2 days, they backed me in Russia and told me that I can be back for 5 years. That was interesting. Your father's leaving was not your fault. Mine was totally. You can't compare murdering someone with doing mistakes. It's normally when you are young. It's not a reason to leave a person. Breaking agreements and expecting no consequence is not normal. Screaming in the streets is not normal. Screaming on the dock is not normal. I was screaming in the street because I was sleeping since 2 months on Jumco. Who is that? Huh. Giacomo's couch because you left me on my own with no place where to go. It's about to be homeless and you didn't care. I had zero money to live, the worst situation ever. And in addition, all this, you lied saying you weren't in Paris when I knew you were there. Screaming in the streets was a consequence of your actions. It was the only way since you were not answering my messages. It's not normal, but I had no other options. I also scream with my brother when we fight. Doesn't mean we don't love each other anymore. Left you as a result of you stealing, lying repeatedly. You mean lies about and tried to hide. School, bracelet, tried to hide. Tantrums, you are right. It is not a serious crime. It is a break of an agreement that has consequences. I accepted your apology. The repeated violations of your promises was always agreed to have a penalty of no future contact. It is simply the outcome of your actions. Those consequences known to you at the time. It's just Epstein arguing with bitches. Like, who cares? It's just a shitty attempt at a joke. What are we? 2 hours, 40 minutes into this now. Wow. Alright, maybe we go on another 20 minutes. Cap it at 3 hours. We're just not finding anything crazy. Like, there's some things in here, but it's like nothing really. Literally anything with the word pizza got fucking saved 100 times. It's weird too because it like looks like we're just going through like my Gmail, but this is all Elon's emails. It's just Jmail. Jmail. Whoever put together Jmail is truly a G though. I'm thinking, what would Trump do? All about Donald Trump, the real villain. Okay. Interesting. Nothing really there. Hillary doing naughties with Vince Foster, the guy who they said killed himself. Do you want to be provocative? Trump shuttle, Hawaiian Tropic contest, mortgage on Mar-a-Lago, revenue of golf courses, income, total debt. People don't want to contribute money, as he said. He is worth over 10 billion. Why should they? Yeah, I mean, we're really just not getting anything new. Like, we kind of just knew all this stuff. Trying to see if there's anything else worth I'm looking for. If maybe we just go to comments, wrap the show up, because it's like. Is the other stuff ever going to come out? Interesting. You are dead. LOL. Good riddance. It's from 3 days after he died. Like, what the fuck? Ugh. Yeah, a lot of these are just weird conversations, like, nothing damning. A lot of redacted. I'm a cowardly, warm-blooded Jew. What the fuck? Too much of this is redacted. Yeah, we haven't found any smoking gun or anything. It's kind of what I said. Like, we knew most of this information already. I don't know. Maybe we just go to the comments. We're about 3 hours into this. It's been a fucking long show. I got to get it uploaded to Spotify still. Hope you guys have enjoyed so far. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to go over to the comment section of the show. Let me get it pulled up for you guys. And maybe we'll do a little bit of a part 2 tomorrow. Just is like, I feel like it's only going to get less interesting over time. Like, the more we go through, like, just repeated bullshit. But let's get the comments pulled up. Let's get that set up. Let's do the comment section, and then we'll sign off for the day. I want to remind everyone to like, smash the follow button, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the show. Rate the show 5 stars on Spotify. And let's start these right here.
Great setup, good show too.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Great show.
Thank you. All right, let's go over to Spotify. That was YouTube.
What stupid question is this guy asking Epstein face with tears of joy? Are you the devil? Like, what do you expect him to say? Yes.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a weird question, but I think it was a good question at the same time. Maybe they were clip farming. Do you ever think of that? Maybe Epstein and Bannon were clip farming in that interview.
Do you think there's anything fishy about the files? Doesn't seem correct. One moment, they're on your desk. The next, they don't exist. Then they get released heavily redacted. Then we get half of all the files and then they start removing certain names after they're released. Something's off about this whole thing. I don't really trust this whole thing.
Yeah, something's definitely off. I mean, the real files exist in Tel Aviv, most likely, and CIA headquarters. They've most likely destroyed all the real files that would incriminate anyone.
Jeff touches on a ton of shit Ron Paul mentioned in End the Fed. He's basically giving a very libertarian, or just fucking obvious, rundown of fractional reserve banking and the 08 collapse.
I just think it's cool that he's the guy that they were calling. Like, he was on the phone in jail with people who work in the Treasury. That's pretty insane.
Someone's gotta clip farm the comment reading section to gain followers of the show. The rolling on the floor laughing face 6 million times in a row and your reaction to it would do numbers.
I was getting so fucking annoyed during that.
Or the reaction to Sweetheart Christian's comments.
Yeah, I went hard on Christian and Jamin last episode.
We need an Ike test required to comment on this show face with tears of joy. I much prefer this way of responding to the ignorance in the comment section. If these people got spoken to like this a little more often, maybe they wouldn't be so dumb. The fact I share a vote with these people pisses me off. Not that votes count for anything anyway, but most people need someone to think for them, and they use propagated TikToks as their intellect. Christ is king. America first.
Yeah, Christ is king. A lot of these people are retarded, I agree. Let's read the responses.
MAGA.
Okay.
Why do some of recite America first like if it means one thing? America first literally means putting your country first, that's it. Some make it as if it has to mean support everything Nick Fuentes believes in. Nick is not God, he doesn't make the rules for what is America first. My IQ is actually pretty high, thank you.
I don't think anyone said he's God. Christian, no offense, you really don't put America first in every way. Don't act like you do.
Seems like he's a piece of SHT and pretty smart. Great episode, my bro.
Yeah, objectively evil, but also smart. Epstein definitely seemed like a really smart guy.
Jelly Roll being the only smart person in the music awards.
Someone goes, I got me a nice cup of coffee. Yes, Nick does make the rules, idiot. Dude, these people just argue in my comment section. Like, I'm reading my Spotify comments out, and these guys are just arguing back and forth. And one guy's like, Nick doesn't make the rules. And then he's like, Nick doesn't decide what's America first and what's not.
Jelly Roll being the only smart person in the music awards.
I didn't watch him.
The guy who had a kid when he was a teenager? The guy who talked about Jesus.
I feel like some of these back and forths are almost pointless.
I am a devoted Christian. I listened to a little bit of what you're saying and I would love to hear the rest, but I can't because of the cursing. I get that it's unfiltered, but I really want to hear your views. I don't think anybody else is covering this. Are you able to do a clean version for pastors, teens and Christians?
Am I able to do a second show where I don't curse and then one where I do? No. No, sorry. Sorry. Again, I'm a Catholic. Just learn to listen to it, right?
Get the Hitler stash.
Yeah. Getting closer and closer every day.
The funny thing about fractional reserve banking is that it goes back to the first chosen bankers. They would make paper promissory notes people could exchange for gold at any bank. But when people started using the paper more than gold, they started making more paper slips than the amount of gold they had in the bank.
Wow. Yeah, again, like, that's all stuff we knew.
I literally lost IQ points from trading the comments of Christian and Jamin. IDK how you do this, James.
Dude, trust me, I lose IQ points listening to some of these people debate all the time.
You lost IQ points from reading 2 logical arguments and somehow gained IQ points from learning from a guy that's full of logical fallacies.
Your logical argument was, and it's not logical, but what you call a logical argument is you saying, would you rather live in a 100% non-white place that's safe or a 100% white place that's dangerous? It's like, dude, fuck off. Like, you just sound like a bitch.
I love how historical facts make you guys mad.
No, it's just retarded kids who think they're smart.
Nobody is mad. You're just literally a retard.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel.
Sounds like somebody is mad.
You're just rage baiting.
You're just mad, Marcus, because you don't know jack shit about your own country. Also, stop fucking mentioning me in your comments.
Dude, like, the more you bring attention to it, the more it's gonna happen.
I'm never mad. This shit's funny to me. I also don't claim to be a fucking professor of history, but I do know what works. My experiences in my own city with immigrants and how the government portrays to be. Just be real with yourself and stop being an ignorant dumbass online. Literally no one can relate to Christian. I won't be surprised if you shoot up a school someday.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. You're going at Christian's jugular.
What are you so annoyed by me about?
Like, dude, like, this is what I'm talking about. Chill.
Christian, he's just mad that we're right and he can't dispute our arguments.
That's like the most woman thing I've ever heard. Dude, shut up.
Marcus, you act like if I'm over defending illegal immigrations. I'm not even necessarily defending immigration. I'm just calling out inconsistencies in James's arguments. Please go take your meds, Marcus.
No inconsistencies in my arguments. Ugh.
It's insane how Epstein talks about us goyim. They really see us as nothing more than cattle.
Yeah, some of them are like that.
My dude, if you're suffering from an insecurity or something happened to you when you were a child, blaming someone won't help you. Seek help, go to a social worker or someone of the sort, but moaning in people's comment sections won't help you. I feel for you. I wish you would get helped. You're one of God's creations. I love how all you act like if Judaism is worse than Islam. Face with tears of joy, including James. He was like Muslims believe in Jesus. Face with tears of joy. Yeah. And they also believe in child marriages.
Dude, Christian, go Google 61% of Israeli men. Like, they also believe in child marriages. Dude, that's the whole Middle East. Okay, Christian, Google Tom-Ordium Alexandrovich. Do you know how many pedophiles in America will rape a kid and then go back to Israel and they won't get charged and they won't be extradited back? Do you know how common that is? Oh, but they're okay with child marriages. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. Again, I'm not glorifying what Muslims do. I'm just saying, yes, when it comes to the state of the country, Judaism is worse for America than Muslims.
Also, the U.S. has never been 90% non-Hispanic white. Not even in 1790. The black population alone was already 19% in 1790.
I don't know if I ever specifically said 90%. Did I? Like, what are you even talking about?
No, Christian, you are the retard here. Guys like Ben Shapiro and Mark Levin cannot hide their contempt for white people. They basically admit it every day.
They do. They literally tweeted out, if you have European descent, anti-Semitism's in your DNA. Again, like, dude, ignore Jamin and Christian. Like, they've gone off the rails, kind of.
Give us one piece of evidence that proves either of the two hate white people.
Saying Europeans have anti-Semitism in their DNA. Multiple times.
Also, Christian, technically the USA was 90% white from 1920 to 1950, but that's not to say that it should be like that.
It would be a lot more peaceful if it was. I think we could all agree there. And I think it should be very majority white.
It's low IQ to say that they hate white people because everyone can agree they are not stupid. They just don't like one of the things that these people do. The thing is Israel.
Yeah, but it's not just about Israel. It is about, like, the way Jews act tribally in America in support of Israel as well and things like that. control of the media.
The highest point was around 1910 to 1920, when the country was about 88 to 89%
dude,
white.
Christian, this is what I'm talking about when I'm like, you over-explain and it gets annoying. Like, come on.
So the government is going after journalists and people for social media posts. Do you think it's a police state now? Looks like you ain't getting the rest of the Epstein files either. Do you think the government is laughing at its supporters?
Dude, you act like I'm this, like, I love everybody in the government, you know? Like, no. Do I think it's a police state now? No. Do I think that was a rogue mayor who did something retarded and sent those cops there? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Shut the fuck up. You're too black-pilled. That's just retarded.
When I was in 5th grade, throughout the year my class played stock market. My whole class knew how to work the market. Then I don't know how it works in public schools.
Yeah, we did that.
James, can you thoroughly explain why you think USA should be majority European now simply because it was majority European at the start?
You realize I answered this same fucking question for you on the last show, right? Are you too stupid to fucking realize that? Yeah, same fucking question. Dude, you're really retarded. Why? Because a country is its people. Who built this country? Who made it a good fucking country? And then those same people are being replaced by people who want to tear this fucking country down, essentially, don't want to contribute to it in a meaningful way, detract from the culture of the country as well. Like, all the liberals for years bitched and moaned and cried about, like, cultural appropriation and defeating people's cultures and stealing people's cultures. It's like, okay, well, the culture of this country, European culture, American culture, is being destroyed in real fucking time. And the crime demographics as well. Like, here's the thing, Jamin, and, like, here's the reality you don't want to fucking deal with because of racism and you're a fucking little gay bitch all the time. But it's like, and again, like, a lot of people have said this. Nick has said this. Joe Rogan has said so. Like, a lot of big famous podcasters, Charlie Kirk said stuff like this. But it's like, if black people acted well, if they were positive, if they were nice, if they weren't likely statistically to assault you, rob you, defraud you, if they were better tippers, if they were more polite, more courteous, they had any form of decorum, people would be happy to be around them. People would actually go out of their way to be around more black people. But the reason people are not is because, like, you're getting assaulted, you're getting jumped. Who's probably doing it? Statistically. Exactly. Like, if you know that, like, the chance of you getting jumped and hurt by a black guy or this by a black guy is way higher, you're going to be more cautious if you have a base level of intelligence. And you want to make it about, like, oh, like, he hates all these, like, it's like, no, I genuinely wish these people would improve, but they don't. And then you get mad when I'm like, I want my country to stay my country. Like, shut the fuck up. I'm done fucking caring. Stop asking the same fucking question every fucking day like a retard.
Are you done yapping to yourself, or are you looking for a spot on the show face with tears of joy?
That's all he fucking does. He asks the same fucking question over and over.
He literally answered your dumbass question several times throughout the episode. Your mom must have taken a lot of Tylenol and smoked crack when she was pregnant with you.
Yeah, probably.
It wasn't all Europeans who built this country. It was solely Western Europeans. So if you actually believe the kind of stuff you are spouting, then you would say Italians should leave because they weren't here when this country was founded. And you would say Nick Fuentes should leave because Mexicans weren't there when this country was founded. But I know you won't say that because your rules apply to everyone except for your tiny little group.
This is how I know you're a retard. Because it was only this certain part of Europe who were here first, then Italians should have to leave. Like, dude, it's European culture. You fucking idiot. Roman. Like, you're a fucking retard. And then saying Nick Fuentes should have to leave because he's Mexican. If anything, Mexicans have a stronger tie to America than, like, most other immigrants. because we actually purchased a lot of land directly from Mexico. So again, like, you're just retarded. Like, Jamin, every post you make is actually like schizo retard level.
There is no actual evidence that Tylenol causes autism, but if you have any actual evidence, then send the link here.
Dude, you know what might cause autism? If I hit you over the head with a fucking hammer. Well, no, I'm kidding. I'm not actually thinking of doing that. Kidding, but just shut the fuck up.
When I disagree with James, he insults me. When I agree with him, he says I over-explain like women make it make sense.
Yeah, find that middle ground. You don't need to over-explain like a woman. And again, I'm not looking for you to agree or disagree. I'm just reading the comments and I give my first reaction opinion to these.
Yeah, because James really can't handle any opposition. Anytime we point out a contradiction in his logic, he switches his justification, lashes out on us, and then frames our arguments as retarded when in reality he just can't dispute it with evidence.
You're a 15-year-old retard. Shut the fuck up. Like, you're literally a 15-year-old saying, I couldn't dispute it with evidence. You want to come on my show and debate me, you fucking retard? Like, you're such a moron. And, like, all your arguments are, like, either repetitive, stupid hypotheticals, framed like you're a fucking woman or a bitch. Like, you make no good arguments. And they're all emotionally charged.
Great show today, brother. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Jamin has a small pecker.
Dude, like, and Jamin and Christian, like, raped these. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Do I have to, like, be subjected to all their fucking responses here where it's like, these are all retarded?
And also, when you're comparing Somalians and Italians, you can't just compare outcomes at face value. Italians made the choice to come here. Meanwhile, Somalians had to leave their home country due to war and danger of being in their home country. So obviously it's going to take them longer to adapt than Italian Americans.
Yeah, dude, a country is its people. Somalia is a shithole filled with war and corruption and rape and robbing and looting and, like, all these terrible things because that's what the Somalians are like. And when they come here, that's what they do. Shut the fuck up.
Italians have been here for over 100 years. Somalians have only been here for 30 years.
And dude, deport them all.
Somalians mainly started arriving back in 1991, so 35 years ago. Italians started arriving in 1880. So can you name one contribution Italian Americans had made by 1915?
Yeah, pretty much any form of transportation you've seen since 1915 or made by 1915. Yeah, pretty much anything in New York City, all the buildings. Like, are you fucking kidding me? The Italian and Irish built the entire fucking thing.
Somalians are the way they are partially because of Italy, historically because Somalia was an Italian colony.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
I don't really Somalian culture, and I agree with Trump that we shouldn't be taking them.
We shouldn't be taking any immigrants, shut up.
In Somalia they do female genital mutilation.
Female, who cares?
However, that isn't to say every Somalian is bad.
Dude, again, like, you're proving that you're lower IQ if you, like... No shit, I'm not talking about every individual, but, like, as a group, we do not fucking need them. And to be honest, a lot of them are bad, and just get them the fuck out of the country. Like, you guys are really fucking too much sometimes.
Bro, stop calling names, face with tears of joy.
Shut up. Don't, like, you telling me to stop calling you names makes me want to DM you 50 fucking slurs.
The 100% white nation that is dangerous is Western Russia, the European part, but other than that, you're right, it doesn't exist.
Not even 100% white, but yeah, try.
Well, yeah, I guess, but most Russian mobsters are white Russian, and the only other large ethnic group in Western Russia is the Tatar Turks. What part of America doesn't have a central ethnicity? Do you not understand, bro? There are literally Italians who are darker than me, acting as if white peoples are all one ethnicity doesn't make any sense.
It's Europeans, you fucking retard.
Have you not seen Sicilians? Many of them are part North African. Look at Dan Bongino, for example.
Dude, I'm Sicilian. Shut the fuck up.
And also, crime rates are very high, but race has nothing to do with it. It's mainly based off poverty. Otherwise, a rich black person would be just as likely to commit a crime as a poor black person. And a
No,
rich
it's
white
not,
person would be just
actually.
as
You're
likely as a
retarded.
poor white person.
No, you're looking at it the wrong way. You have to, like, again, the rich black person probably has a higher IQ than the poor one. And again, black people way more often have this lower IQ. They also have a genetic in them that makes them more prone to violence. It's the men who have that. And when you talk about the crime rates and poverty rates, look at the poorest white kids in West Virginia and the equal level of poor kids in Chicago. Who's the black kids? Who's committing more crimes? By far, Chicago. And then you could even look in like more rural areas if you're saying like, oh, Chicago City versus West Virginia there. Look at the poorest white kids in West Virginia, and then take a exact equal correlation poor black kids in another area. They're always committing more crimes, the black kids, statistically. So you're just wrong, and that's a cope, and you don't want to admit that black people are more violent, and it is partially an IQ problem, and IQ is genetic.
And also it seems that I have way more critical thinking skills than you. You assume that correlation equals causation. Regarding black people and crime rates, you also use several logical fallacies such as saying that USA should be majority European. BC it was majority European at the founding, but also believe USA should be majority Catholic despite the fact that it was majority Protestant at the founding.
Well, the Catholic versus Protestant just comes from the fact that Catholicism is the way to Christ. It is the church that Jesus Christ built. You saying you have more critical thinking skills than me, not even going to acknowledge it. You're just a retard. You have the critical thinking skills of every other black kid. Black people do commit way more crimes, and you failing to admit that is just a cope.
You also believe that adding immigrants to the nation is negative because it would change the culture, when in reality US's culture has always been changing. And adding
Not for the
immigrants
better.
wouldn't replace the culture. We would just take the good parts from the immigrants' culture and absorb them. It's what we did with Italians, Indians, Japanese, Germans, Irish, Mexicans, and Spanish people. Give one piece of evidence that proves otherwise, or just tell me what to search up.
Yeah, that hasn't made it better. You're saying that's made this country better. It hasn't. The overwhelming amount of Americans don't feel that it's made the country better.
What's it like being a Drake May glazed and thinking that he actually has a realistic chance of winning the Super Bowl?
Dude, I'm an Eagles fan. Like, again, Patriots will win.
Founding stock no immigrants, that's what the Know Nothing Party used to say about Italians.
Dude, again, it's about European heritage. That's a retarded example.
Your ancestors were literally Italian Greek immigrants.
Mm-hmm. European.
The average Sicilian is like 10% North African.
No, not all of them, but yeah.
Y'all should take one of those 23 andm tests just to see where you're from. I got 51.2% Irish and Eastern European and 48.8% South Asian. It's very interesting family. I know the Bible says respect borders and the laws of the land, but there are way more humane ways to punish people accordingly for breaking the law.
What do you mean way more? Dude, we've only deported like 200-something thousand. We need to get fucking 20 million out. Shut the fuck up.
And also the reason why Italian Americans have built more cities than Somalian Americans is because Italian Americans have been here over 100 years longer. Obviously, if you are here longer, you will be able to build more cities.
How about any cities? Like, dude, Somalian, like, why are you shilling for Somalians? Literally, they can all go fuck themselves. We should put them on a boat and they should figure out how to get home.
Now that this guy brought it up, actually, why don't you care about Ukraine and Russia? I mean, you care about Israel and Hamas. You seem to have deep sympathy for terrorists and their children, claiming they're all innocent, yet innocent people in Ukraine, people who are actually innocent, you don't care about.
I wasn't pro Hamas, dude. I don't like Hamas just because I oppose Israel. That's retarded. Fuck Hamas. Who cares? I've said that 1,000 times.
Are they hitting your ratings with bots or what?
My ratings? Oh, dude, no. That's just every time I post about fucking Candace. Every time I post about Candace, I get 30 fucking 0-star ratings from new people every fucking time. I don't really give a shit what the rating is, but...
Random question. A bunch of my friends want to know how many followers you have on Spotify because we can't see.
They don't show you guys that? That's crazy. A few thousand.
People can care about several things at the one time, excluding MAGA. Obviously Russia and Ukraine? How much support does Ukraine get? How much does Palestine get? Americans send cash to Israel and Ukraine. How dumb are you for supporting that face with rolling eyes?
I don't support that if you're saying that to me. How much money does Ukraine get? Was it like 300 billion? A lot of money.
Hey Mick, nobody supports send money to any foreign nation here. What the actual fuck are you talking about? I think stumbled into the wrong fucking podcast. I have never reported you. I don't know what your problem is with me. Back off, boy. Do you want to talk about Billie Eilish by the Grammys saying that America is stolen land?
That was retarded. That was just performative garbage. America's on stolen land. Like, I saw a thing that, like, someone's starting to GoFundMe to fucking get her house from her or something because her house is on the land of an old tribe or something. Who fucking cares, dude? Conquered land. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Like, seriously, like, I hate these dumb, retarded bitches. And I didn't watch the fucking thing. I saw the clips here and there. But I hate these performative Hollywood elitist cunts. Who are like, we're on stolen land. Like Mark Ruffalo, who's, like, going out there, like, white knighting for fucking, like, anti-ice shit. He's like, we have my ice out pin. It's like, dude, fuck off. Nobody cares about you. Do I like some of his movies? Maybe, but fuck you. Don't respect you as a person at all. I respect Jeffrey Epstein more than, like, half these performative, because at least Jeffrey Epstein was out there with it. Like, I don't think what Jeffrey Epstein did was good. Obviously very evil. But I respect him more than I respect some of these, like, leftist Hollywood elitist douchebags who are, like, pitching a message that they don't even truly believe in. It's like Billie Eilish is like, we don't, borders are a myth and all that, but she has fucking big gates around her house, which is for security. And what are the borders around the country? For security. Absolutely. Like, it's not like she never lets anyone in her house. She just only lets people she vets into her house. And only a certain amount of people into her house. And that's how a country should operate. Only let a certain amount of people in. When there's too many, you stop allowing them in. Maybe you even kick a few out. Yeah, fuck these people. Fuck them all. That's probably going to be the entire show. I think that was all the comments. Let me refresh it, see if we got anything else. Okay, we got one more.
I was making a reference to Ralphie and I like hearing the bot say hoo-wah. What do you think about Nick taking money from a Jewish gold company? I also understand that Epstein appears brilliant, but don't let that sidetrack you from the fact that he was a demonic child rapist who hated the goy. To me he sounded like he was saying a whole lot but not really saying anything. Fake it till you make it, ass.
Nah, he was definitely smart. I mean, like, we could acknowledge he was smart, even though he was still evil. He was definitely very evil, but he was smart. And that's usually how it is. Like, I mean, to get that powerful into that position, you have to be smart. Nick with the gold thing. The gold company used to sponsor Mark Levin. They dropped Mark Levin because they said they didn't agree with him. The leadership there didn't agree with him. From what I've seen and from what I've heard from him, obviously they get 0% creative control over anything. Like, it's literally just a sponsorship. It's not like a part ownership or anything. Yeah, I don't think it's bad. I actually recommended that he should take it. I think I said that on the show, and I said it in a group chat. I think he should take it. It was smart. Why not? $1 million a year. Like, rarely anyone's reaching out to him for advertising, and, like, it's been pretty against ads, but I don't know, with the hammer being able to drop at any point, with free speech and certain things, it's not a bad idea. But with that, I'm probably going to wrap up the show for the day. I'm going to sign off for the day. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the Jeffrey Epstein Files episode. Most likely we'll be doing a normal episode tomorrow. I was going to do a part 2 to this, but it's like, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you want a part 2 to it, I'll do a part 2 tomorrow. But if you want a normal episode, more than happy to oblige on that. I just, like, what are we going to do? Look through more fucking emails? I don't know. But with that, I'm going to sign off for the day. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. Please remember to like, smash the follow button, leave a comment, let me know what you think about the show. Rate the show 5 stars on Spotify. All the comments will read at the end of the show. I said that. Join our Telegram. Stay updated on all things America Unfiltered. Follow me on X, Instagram, Kick. You guys know the whole deal. But with that, I'm going to sign off for the day, and I will see you guys tomorrow.